Hello, I'm Paul Pluta. Welcome to the Paul Pluta channel, your premium watch channel for paid watch reviews. Remember, like, subscribe, tell your friends, and don't forget, look in the description for 10 ways you can keep me full-time on YouTube. Today I'm doing a paid review. Quick wristwatch check. Wristwatch check, Patek Philippe, world time 5110J for yellow gold. Okay. And this here is for Anders. Hi Archie, I found your show by coincidence and have really enjoyed watching your channel for the past few months. I thought I would ask if you could point me in the right direction for my next watch purchase. I know I'm asking about a lot of models, so I'm sending 30 US your way as a thank you. I am 28 and work in buy-side M&A, it's mergers and acquisitions, within the industrial space. This means I spend half my time with investment bankers and strategy consultants and the other half at our portfolio companies with technicians wearing a hard hat with safety goggles. In 1.5 years, I am finalizing my MBA and want to treat myself to a watch as a graduation present. I don't make tons of money, but have been saving for a while and still have some time to buy something decent. I know this is a long time from now, but I enjoy the journey to picking the piece that is just right for me. My current collection is, wow, this is good. He's got a collection. I'm going to pour a scotch. I'm going to pour a little scotch here because, you know, I've had a difficult week, and I just need to go and get a glass. I just need to get a glass in the studio. Here we go. Okay, we got one. It's all good. Back in the studio. Back. Okay. And I'm just going to have a little bit of Glenfiddich 12. You can't go wrong with the Glenfiddich 12. So just, ooh, fuck. Okay, so just bear with me. Cheers, Archie Luxury saying hello. Glenfiddich 12. That's what I need. A bit of a sip. I need a sip. Okay. Okay, my current collection is a steel Rolex Explorer 39mm. It must be Explorer 1. Yeah. And a Rolex two-tone Datejust that I inherited from my father, minimum 25 years old, if not older. I really enjoy the Explorer as I think it is a fairly young watch, fits well in a corporate environment, and at the same time looks great if I am in a more industrial setting. Also, the story with Edmund Hillary fits my personality very well. That's the first man to the highest mountain. Mount Everest. As an addition, I am now looking to add a more dressy watch with a black leather strap to fit in a corporate dark grey suit and occasional dinner party. I haven't decided on material yet, but I am leaning towards white gold, black strap combo. My budget is around 16 to 20,000 US dollars, but for the right watch, I may be able to stretch a little. The watches I'm considering are Jaeger-LeCoultre Master Ultra Thin Perpetual Steel, Breguet 5207 in white gold, Breguet 3130 white gold, Lange & Sun 1815 reference 235026, and a Patek Philippe 5153. I'm also intrigued by the Patek 5110, but don't think I can swing that amount of money. As an engineer, before I went into finance, I like the complicated movement of the Jaeger-LeCoultre, but within my budget I can probably only get a steel, which I sort of think is wrong for a dress watch. I know you mentioned service costs, but the quote I got was not that crazy. The Breguets and Lange, in my opinion, are just beautiful watches. I love the delicate dial of the Breguet and the elegance of the Lange, but also fit within my price range and doesn't have the same family money ring to it as a Patek does on a 28-year-old. I know I should not care what others think, but I would rather signal young and successful than family money. On the other side, I love Patek watches. I love the brand and the elegance, and it is a true F-off watch. But the one I really want is the 5205G annual calendar, and there is no chance I can swing that in the next many years. The 5153 is probably my favorite on the list, but more expensive than others. Another way to go would be a 5196, which is almost as beautiful but manually wound, and lack of visual movement turns me off a little bit as my first high-end watch. If I already had dressier, complicated watches and was adding a true dress watch, the 5196 would be top of my list, but to fit my current collection, I don't know if it is the right choice. In general, the Jaeger is a beautiful, complicated dress watch that fits me as a young wearer, and if I can get over the steel case, I think it is the one to buy as a first dress complicated watch. Just not sure I can live with the steel case, and Breguets and Langes are sort of in between and would probably fit my age a bit better, but they are not Pateks. As a side note, how do you deal with combining the black leather strap with a blue suit, which often requires brown shoes and a brown belt? Any insight and opinion will probably just confuse me even more, but I really appreciate the insights. Also, I live in Houston. If you would happen to know a good used watch dealer, I would appreciate the recommendation as well. Looking forward to continuing following your videos, and thank you for your advice. Best regards, and don't mention my name. Thank you. PayPal'd it from an... Okay, thank you. Okay, so let's have a look at that. Very interesting. Mergers and acquisitions. Hello, Patrick Bateman! Hello, Patrick Bateman. And this is a very interesting thing indeed. Just let me quickly just check one thing. I just need to check. I just want to refresh. I've got the right Patek in my mind there. Patek 5153. What is that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay, yep. Yeah, okay. I getcha. Okay. Okay, let's have a... I thought... Yeah, okay, fair enough. Got the watch in question. Okay, so let's have a talk here. Firstly, well done on the MBA. Well done on the MBA. You got a year and a half to go. Okay, that's cool. Because my repaid review was a little bit late. So there's no hurry if you got a year and a half to go. Let's have a talk about this. 16 to 20,000, my friend. I was going to sell my Patek for 20,000 US dollars. Okay, now that I've said that, let's get and have a look here. I got to tell you, second-hand Jaeger-LeCoultres, they are tanking fast. They are tanking faster than Mexican junk bonds. Okay? I don't know what it is. Jaeger-LeCoultre has just... they are second-hand. They are impossible to shift. So I would be arguing very, very heavy. I think you could easily get into Jaeger-LeCoultre within that range. No question at all. You could get into serious Patek territory. Okay? The Breguets. I love Breguets. I do love my Breguets. But I got to tell you, very... very soft on the used second-hand market. You want to really get a bargain. You got to get a really good buy to justify a Breguet. A Lange & Son 1815. That is a great watch. That's sort of that's Lange's equivalent of the Patek Calatrava. Yeah, I agree. But I got to tell you, personally, the 5153 doesn't. I think it looks a bit too old-fashioned. I reckon. You want something with crown guards, like the 5110. That's what I'd go. World time, get one of those. Man, you could get into one. I'd sell mine for 20, okay? That's how bad the market is at the moment, man. The market is terrible. 20,000. I'd take 20,000 now for it. So my advice to you, I tell you what I'd recommend. I reckon the real bang per bucks I'd be thinking of is Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso Grand in rose gold. They are bargains. I was talking to a friend of mine who used to have one, and he sold it for 6,000. This is Great British pounds. Because you're in M&A, you could do the currency workout. But basically, second-hand dealers are paying 4,500 British pounds for that model. They have tanked. Reverso, Jaeger-LeCoultre has completely tanked. There are some bargains. You got to haggle hard, but there are some absolute bargains in that space. So you're going to get something for about 10,000 US dollars. I wouldn't be scared of Patek. I think you can, if you're going to, look, I tell you honestly, you've got a master's degree. Man, you could get a Patek. I would sell my 5110 for 20,000 US dollars. I would sell it immediately to you, okay? No problems at all. I can do that for you. My advice to you, I think in this hard times here, you'd be silly. It would be morally wrong for me to recommend Breguet or Jaeger-LeCoultre. They have tanked on the used market. They are tanking very, very badly, okay? It's the cheaper Breguets that seem to be holding okay, but Jesus, I mean, you got to buy it cheap. Second, you buy a Breguet, it's the same, you buy a Breguet Type 20 in steel, it's the same price as a Daytona. They have. There's some, the watch market is, I think for your budget there, Patek. Haggle hard. That's what I would say. Come on, you're an M&A. Money talks, bullshit walks. I reckon you could pull that off. No problems at all. What would I be doing? I reckon myself, ignore the Breguets. The Breguets, very hard sell. You're going to be paying, because they pretend to be so snooty. The resale on Breguets is going to be very tough. I think we're heading into a global depression or a very severe recession. Breguet, Jaeger-LeCoultre, very hard to shift. Lange drops more than Patek. Lange could be safe buying on the used market. For Patek, I honestly would say to you, man, you could get a 5110, 20,000 US dollars. Done deal. I would sell mine. So you've got enough money there. That's more than enough. What would I say? I reckon go for yellow gold in a Patek. I think yellow is just it's got that vintagey appeal to it. Look, you can get a brown strap and a black strap. It's quite easy to change the straps on them. I would say to you, just enjoy it, man. Get a Patek. Love it. You've done a master's degree. Jesus Christ. I've never finished. I could never do an MBA. That'd just bore the hell out. That's just difficult. So, well done in that there. And I would say to you, get the Patek. Get it. Don't worry about other people. Don't worry about, life is too short to be worrying about other circle jerkers, what they think or how they're offended. Most people don't even know what a Patek is, okay? So I wouldn't be asking them for any opinion. I personally think if you were going to get a Patek, I would go for, see, the 5153. That looks very, very old-fashioned looks like it's like an old pocket watch with lugs added to it. Stick to the 5196 has got that oyster sort of, the lugs there, it's like the 5110. I mean, this is very, very young and sporty. That's what you want to do. I'd be sticking to like a 5107, 5196, 5296. Those are classic models. You're going to have to haggle like a bitch because they are not selling. I tell you now, I've been trying to sell this puppy here. I've been trying to sell my 5110 couple months, and I've had just tire kickers and losers. I've only had tire kickers and losers who have come my way. Tire kickers and losers. Someone came to me with 20,000 US dollars. Sold. You understand? I think you got more than enough money there. If you go, I would say go. I personally think the ultimate gold dress watch there for that genre. Pateks aren't good value. They're really overpriced for what you're getting. I would go Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso Grand. You should get one of those, $10,000 US. That is the bargain. Haggle hard. The watch market is terrible. I was in a dealer's shop, and he had a phone call. Another dealer had a white gold Reverso came in. They're offering 3,500 Aussie. That's like, what, high twos US? Ooh, it's mean. The market has tanked. The market has tanked. Let those people's failings become your benefit. Buy. It's a buyer's market, man. I'd get 20,000. My Patek sold to you, okay? Man, don't worry about that, man. It is a very, very hard market. So there's some bargains. There's some bargains out there. Get some bargains happening. You'll do well. You'll love it. Nothing like a Patek Philippe. It's a grand classique from Patek Philippe. Get it. Get it, baby. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get the Patek. Man, you deserve it. You worked hard. Get the Patek Philippe. Get the Patek Philippe. It's a grand classique from Patek Philippe. Go the Patek way. If you got that much money, get the Patek. If you don't want to go for Patek, get a Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso Grand, $10,000 US. That's the way. Hit the big time, big boy. I'm Paul Pluta, the greatest YouTube entertainer on luxury watches. Tell me what you think of that.
We specialize here in pre-owned Rolex watches. Rolex watch is a very special timepiece, and we always do the servicing exactly as factory specifications. We buy a pre-owned piece and we put it into brand new condition. We have Rolex certified technicians working on that. We completely disassemble the piece. We adjust and polish and change every single part of the watch.
You have to have certified watchmakers that know what they're doing. If you have an expensive car, you're just not going to bring it to any mechanic that doesn't know what they're doing.
You spend $5,000, it's like if you put money in the safe deposit box. And 1 or 2 years from now, you will keep having your $5,000. We have to spend a lot of money to get all this equipment together, but makes me feel I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. It's not a question of money, it's my passion.
Jewelers on time, simply the best.